It's Casey. Again, welcome to New Berlin, Illinois.
Thank you, man. It's good to be here.
So I am actually sitting here talking to an American Idol contestant. Wow. So let me ask you this. The journey through American Idol, looking back at that now, how did that prepare you for what you're doing now?
I don't know that it necessarily prepared me. Well, I mean, in certain ways it did. You know, media, a lot of media training and things like that you learn at a very fast pace. But I would say the 11 years of time that I spent playing at bars and restaurants really was the preparation that I needed to do what I'm doing, as far as playing music.
Is the fact that you have released a country album based on critiquing that you got on that show?
No, nothing that I do in life is based upon critiquing of the show by any stretch. I definitely critique myself. I'm really, really hard on myself, and I'm, even if other people said I did well, there's a lot of times where I don't feel like I did. But
but it seemed at some point in the time of the show you started to lean country. But were you always kind of heading in that direction?
No, on the show you just you have songs you have to pick from, and you pick the song that you feel like you can do the best. And if it's a hard rock or country or blues or big band or whatever it is, you just do it.
So that behind you, what was the time span between then and actually getting a record deal? How did that all come about?
You go right out of the show into a tour that they have set up for like the top 10 contestants, and then right after that, I moved to Nashville and started talking with the folks at Sony, and was really lucky to get that deal. I'm not exactly sure the date that happened, but when that happened, I got started writing more songs and going through songs that I had already written and trying to get a record together.
That's very cool. So we're on the second single. First one was top 20, right?
Yeah, Let's Don't Call It a Night was the very first single. It was a very, very simple, lyrical song. I wanted it to be that way. I kind of thought it was a lot to ask of people to listen to someone that they don't know and really, really get what they're saying, So it was more about the groove and the simplicity of the song, if anything. And now this second single's a lot deeper lyrically. It's a very emotional song. And of course, I play the guitar on the whole record, so you get to hear me play.
Crying on the Suitcase just came out, just hitting the charts now. Tell us a little bit about the video. Our fans of the radio station saw the video that we posted of your practice session, rehearsal session, live rehearsal. You said that you did that in the first take.
Yeah, that was actually, it's cool that you brought that up because I haven't thought about it in a while, but those videos were all shot. My band came into town, and it was the very first time that I had gotten together with all the guys at the same time, and obviously we'd all met and talked, and they had the material, but we had never played it as a unit. And so we got together, and the label said we would really love to just get some shots of you guys practicing, and they put in a bunch of cameras, and you can tell they really did a good job recording it. But it was great for me because when I went back and listened to it, I thought, wow, if we get the right guy mixing out in the house, then we're always going to sound just like the CD. So it was a really good for me to hear it. It was inspirational, if you will.
So what's the best part about being out on the road right now, doing your own thing?
Exactly that, being on the road and doing my own thing. I love playing music. I love being in front of crowds and hearing, seeing people sing along and also meeting new people and making new fans. It's just, I love doing it. It's my job, and I enjoy it.
So being an opening act, you usually get 20, 30 minutes max to do your thing. Do you have many opportunities to play gigs where you can just keep on going? Because I know you love to play.
Absolutely. We probably do more full shows than we do opening slots. It's just the way that we've kind of booked it. We wanted to do kind of a grassroots approach and get as many people to hear really what we do, because honestly, I feel like I flourish in a situation where I get to play more music. It's just a little bit calmer and laid back, and you really get to sink your teeth into stuff. So that's where I really shine.
So how much writing are you doing, and if you're leaning on anybody, who are you leaning on to help you write?
Man, I write all the time, but I've been really blessed to meet up with a bunch of great writers back in Nashville, and a bunch of them become good friends of mine. And so I take every advantage that I can, because when you have the access to people that are such great writers, and some people, I mean, it always works different. Sometimes people just inspire you, and you end up writing everything, and they're just there to really kind of guide you and help you. And then sometimes it's the other way around, and you're coming up with melody lines or guitar riffs or chord progressions or ideas. And I just like that back and forth between people. If you're really truly co-writing and there's just a camaraderie that happens.
I couldn't help but notice when we got your envelope with the meet and greet passes, you have a personal message to, well, actually, there's only one copy in there, so I'm probably the only one that's going to get to read it, but it's basically a personal message to your fans about coming to the meet and greet, and I just thought that was unique, because you don't see that very often. It's usually an envelope with the thing that says, we'll meet at thus and such a time and thus and such a place. But to make an actual personal message, I just think that says a lot about you personally.
Well, thanks a lot, man. I feel like it's very important to let people know how I feel, and that's exactly how I feel. I mean, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing if it weren't for folks supporting me, and hopefully that'll continue. You know, it's nice to say thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's your first show in Central Illinois tonight. What should people expect on stage?
A lot of fun, a lot of energy. I like to interact with the crowd, and the band is high energy. We always have fun when we play, and we'll be doing a bunch of tracks off the album. So we'll probably be playing some new stuff and maybe some covers, and we're just going to have a good time.
Casey James opening for Mr. Turner tonight at the Sangamon County Fair, 8 o'clock showtime. Come on here. Don't be late. Don't miss out any of it. It's going to be a fun night. Appreciate you spending some time with us, buddy, and best wishes for you in the future.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Casey James, a 104.5 WFMB.